Hello there, friends, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new around these parts, hello. Thank you so much for clicking. Ooh, y'all, that was just, I'll talk about that sign in a second. But in today's video, you guessed it, I'm doing another memory plan with me for the last stankin' week in August. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, God. I'm out. I'm getting out of August. Y'all, seriously, even planning it is not good. I just can't vibe with August. I just can't. And of course, my birthday is so close to August. I really still think I should have been born in May. I'm going to talk to my mother about that, but that's fine. That's a talk for my mother and maybe my therapist. Moving right along. I'm back memory planning the week of August 28th, and I'm using the Freaky Friday kit from Scribble Prints Co. It is not in shop anymore. I don't know if you can email her, but you can certainly try. I knew that I was going to get this kit as soon as it was released. I think that this was one of the last regular release pop culture kits, like that just was released with new releases, or at least one of the last ones I picked up. Because I remember watching, let me tell you why I remember this randomly. I remember watching Lindsay Morgan plans. Y'all know Lindsay. I just can't remember if it's Lindsay plans or Lindsay Morgan plans. Excuse you, car. I am trying to do a voiceover over here. Like, come on, Superior Door Service. Get it together. I'm sorry, that's what the truck says. I'm on one today, y'all. Anyways, I couldn't remember if it was Lindsay plans or Lindsay Morgan plans. I think it's Lindsay Morgan plans. But I remember her saying in her plan with me of using the same kit, that she missed it when it was in shop and she had to email SPC to get it. So I feel like this was one of the last ones I picked up before she moved over to like the pop mystery thing, which now is like not really a pop mystery anymore, but kind of is. Question marks all around. I'm not sure. But all that to say, I love this kit. I loved this movie. This was a classic for me growing up, and I feel like most of the things or movies that have been like pop mysteries, pop culture kits lately from SPC just have not been things that I cared about in the slightest. So I was excited that there was one that I could heavily relate to, because this was definitely a classic for me. My absolute favorite thing about this movie, other than like the movie itself, is that Diana is in it. Like, Diana is in this movie. If you know, you know. Diana in this movie. Amazing. She is on Friday. So the actress that played, for those of you who don't know, the actress that played, and I can't remember her name in the movie, but played the girl who's wearing the yellow tank, who's in the band, one of her best friends. I do not remember her name in the movie for the life of me, but the actress that played her also played like this sitcom show on, was it on Nickelodeon, I think? And it was like a really short stint, but it was about Diana was the name of the show, and she wanted to sing. Like, that was her dream, and it kind of followed her story. I feel like it was on for like a hot second, and then it was done. Like, it was gone. But I remember just being so excited to see her because she was Latina, and like, I could relate. And there wasn't too many of us out there. So that was exciting. So when I saw she was in, I was like, oh my gosh, because it was a big movie. Like, there were big names in it when it came out. Before we even knew it was a classic, like, there were big names in it. So I was very excited to see her in it too. And it's just greatness. I love this movie. Love the band in this movie. Love the story behind this movie. It's just great. It's just freaking great. So obsessed with this kit. I think the artist who did this killed this kit. Like, that double box scene is so iconic. And when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, who drew that scene? Get out. I mean, everything is gorgeous, but that scene in particular, I was just like, wow, y'all killed it. Like, there is no place in this world where I would sub that double box scene for the freebie one, which I think is one of the high school. Like, there's just no way. There's no way. That scene is way too iconic. But yeah, anyways, I paired this with, I think this was the Rust foil bundle from SPC, if I'm not mistaken. She has a couple of these colors that I feel look similar, but I think this is the Rust one. It's kind of like that coppery orange, like dark coppery orange color. I feel like I'm not doing it justice, but y'all can see it a little bit now that the light's shining down on it. It's just gorgeous, and I thought it matched this kit perfectly. I think most people that I've seen use this kit have used it with black, which I also think black goes, obviously. But I really like this choice. I think it looks amazing. So I'm excited about it. It also gives you a little taste of fall. This is kind of the last, well, I guess last week was really kind of the last summery leaning kit. I feel like this gets into more of the autumn tones. I decided to use it for back to school. I'm using it because this was the week, this actually wasn't the week that classes started, but it was the week of orientation for us. And I mean, it might as well be two in the same because that means the students are back. So even if they're not going to classes yet, they're all over the place. So it basically feels like the first week of classes, although that's actually next week. So I decided to use this one. I did have some other options for back to school kits, but I just love this this art set so much and this movie so much, and I think the colors really lean towards starting to get into those autumn kind of colors. So I thought it just made sense to kind of use it for orientation week. So there's that. Wow. I feel like I'm talking a mile a minute. Hold on, yo. I just got my iced matcha green tea latte from Starbucks, and I'm sipping on that to get me through because that sigh you guys heard at the beginning of this video. Ooh, y'all. I'm doing this voiceover on the day before we fly out. So I'm going on a work conference / Disney trip. And it's the day before I'm flying out. So it's just, I don't know about y'all, but like the day before you travel is always like, no matter how much I tried to like tell myself, okay, like do a little bit at a time, like prep this, prep that, so you have less to do. I feel like I always end up just running around like a chicken with their head cut off. Is that a saying that y'all do? It's a saying in Spanish, gallina sin cabeza, but that's definitely a saying in English, is it not? Sometimes my Spanish and English brain like crosses over, gets tangled, gets intertwined. Alas, I was running around like a crazy person, or I am, I should say, still running around like a crazy person. I feel like I've gotten most things done, at least outside of the house. Now I just have to go home and like pack and make sure I have at least most of the things I need. I keep telling myself, like, you're going to Florida, bro. You're not going to, like, somewhere where you can't easily go to a Walmart, easily go to a Target, find what you need. Like, you'll be fine if you forget something. But still, my anxiety is like, you won't be fine. You won't be fine. So, yeah. It's been a crazy, crazy day. I also feel like my sleep schedule is so screwed, y'all. Like, my sleep schedule is royally screwed basically since probably a week ago, 2 weeks ago, because I've been having to take an earlier train to get to work, and that means I have to get up earlier and I'm getting up way too early for anyone to be functioning. But now my body, it's probably more my anxiety than anything else. My body just gets up now at that time, like, come on, we gotta go, we gotta go. And I'm like, no, we don't. No, we don't. And then my flight is so early in the morning, y'all. So I'm once again going to be up super early. I'm so sorry if you guys heard that bus. But yeah, we'll be up at like 3 a.m. basically. So yeah. Everything's going to be fine. And then I'm doing, like, the trip is starting with the fun stuff and then the conference. So, and the fun stuff includes, like, Halloween events at different parks. So, like, Not So Scary, I'm doing that. We're going to Halloween Horror Nights. I'm terrified. I'm high-key terrified. But those are all night events. So I'm also going to be up super late. So, like, by the time I get back from this trip, I'm probably going to be a disaster. I'm just warning y'all now that by the time I get back from this trip, I'm going to be a disaster. Fam, I really am. You guys, I'm so distracted because, okay, let's give y'all the tea. So I think I mentioned in a previous video that my upstairs neighbors moved out, which, for context, we do not like our upstairs neighbors. Well, our former upstairs neighbors, because they suck. So they moved out, and I've already met the new owner, who seems lovely. Like, thank God. I hope that she is as lovely as she seems. And she hasn't moved in yet. But I know that she was like, oh, we're going to do like a deep cleaning, which, like, let me tell you guys, she invited me up and there needs to be a deep cleaning for sure. And I'm just so happy, actually, because, like, shared living spaces at the end of the day, right? So I'm just so happy because I live right under, and I always used to worry about, like, what that type of not cleansiness, y'all know the word I'm saying. That type of just ew how would affect, like, the area where I live. And, like, I can tell that her cleaning lady is here, and y'all, she's been here basically all day, and she is still going. Like, she was here from at least 10, and it is 10 a.m. 10 a.m. today, and right now it is almost 3 p.m. Like, my good sis is cleaning, and I am obsessed with that. I'm low-key, high-key want to be like, so who's your cleaning lady? Because, like, every once in a while your girl could use a deep clean herself, and I don't actually want to do it. So, anyways, random tidbit. I just happened to see her come out, and it distracted me. But I was talking to you guys earlier, kind of jokingly, about talking to my therapist. I don't have one, spoiler alert. And I really should have one. So I'd be interested to see, those of you who work with a therapist, how did you find your therapist? Obviously, if you enjoy that relationship, because I know it can be hard to find one, too, that you click with. But if you have one that you like or you've had for a long time and you are okay with sharing, obviously, comment down below and let me know. Did you find your therapist through word of mouth? Did you find them through a random Google search? Did you get a referral from your doctor? Like, how did you find your person? Because I need to get a therapist. But I don't just want to go to Joe Schmo, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. I know a lot of therapists are doing, I feel like, remote sessions now. So I feel like that might make it a little easier. At least that's what I think. I don't know that for sure. And of course I need to, like, make sure my insurance will cover and yada, 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 and all the dumb stuff we have to do to get mental health support, but whatever. That's a tangent I won't go on today. Yeah, so let me know down below if you are happy with your therapist. How did you find your therapist? Because your girl, that needs to be a 2024 goal. I mean, obviously, if I can find them in 2023, that works too. But if not, when I start thinking about goal setting for next year, definitely therapist is on there, because y'all know, especially us women, because it tends to be us more. Like, we spend so much time and energy giving and giving and giving and giving and giving to everyone else, and then we always put ourselves last, and that's not the one. That's not the one for your girl. So I'm trying to do this thing where I, like, center myself and take care of myself so I can keep it pouring from this cup that everyone needs from. Because you can't pour from an empty cup, as they say. So if you're also thinking about doing it, do it. And drop your comments down below. Because, yeah, your girl, definitely. I feel like I should have gotten one a while ago. And I just, again, because it's something that's for me, it's always at the bottom of my priority list. And that's not okay. So let me know down below. Okay. I'd love to tell you that I had plans for this video, but I'm literally winging it. But I haven't really talked about the week other than there was orientation, obviously. So let's see. There was lots of different orientation events. I went to one on this Monday, and then the big one, which is like our big presentation. That's usually in like a theater. There's like 200 people at it. Like, it makes me cringe, but it's only like really once a year. Technically, it's twice a year each time the semesters start, but fall is just a beast compared to like spring. So that was on Thursday, and I was a nervous wreck. And it's always the anticipation of it because I've done it many, many times at this point. Like, I know what I'm doing. It's just like the anticipation, I think, and the anxiety, and you just work yourself up. And then you're like 5 minutes in and you're like, it's fine. And then when it ends, you're like, really, Anna, you freaked out about that, girl? Calm down. Calm it down. You're fine. Simmer down. So yeah, big orientation week, lots of events to attend. I just saw a jump cut here. Hold on, y'all. Okay, we're back. I'm sorry. I thought there was an issue with the video, but there is not. And then this Tuesday of this week, I just knocked out when I got home. So this isn't even when like the crazy sleep schedule thing happened. This was just my body adjusting to now going back into the office. I think I passed out at like 8 p.m. this Tuesday. Like, I was spent. I was so exhausted. And then on Thursday, which was the big orientation day with the presenting to like 200 people, I woke up with a sore throat and I was like, here we go. I was like, here we go, Anna. Here we go. It wasn't anything crazy yet, and I just knew. I'm like, I can't, like, this is one of the very few days that I cannot call out sick. Like, I can pretty much call out sick whenever. First of all, you can't plan when you get sick, right? So you call out regardless, but like, this is probably one of the only days of the year that I can't do that because there's no one else to present to those 200 people. Like, it's just me because it's my caseload. So I was like, girl, you're going to have to get through this. So I was masked up all day. I did test. It wasn't the big old Rona. I think it could have been allergies or just a cold. Like, I know allergies were really bad around this time, but also like the weather has been weird as it normally is in New England around this time, where it's not sure if it's going to be rainy and cold, if it's going to be humid and gross. It's just a mess. So I think it was probably some combination of all of that got me down, because I did make it through Thursday. I powered through. But I was like, I had to call out the next day. I was like, I can't. If I power through anymore, it's going to be worse. And luckily, my boss is very understanding. So it was fine, but I had to call out on Friday, and Friday was kind of an irritating day. I was annoyed because I had to call out, and it's like, it's basically the beginning of the semester, so it's such a bad time. And then I was just annoyed with Bay this day, and obviously I was sick too, but I still had to do things. It was a thing because he was working, so Friday was just not it. It was just a not it day. But I was able to leave early on that Thursday, which was nice. I just came home a little earlier, and then I stayed home on Friday. And then the weekend was pretty normal, just like errands and nursing, whatever the hell it is that I had, allergies, a cold. Just took a lot of meds. I'm not a big soup girl, but when I'm sick, there's two things. I don't really love orange juice, and I don't really love soup. I will eat and drink those things, but they're just not things I gravitate towards unless I'm sick usually. And I'm like, all right, well, I guess we're just gonna do this thing. But otherwise, I'm so like, those are not the first things I'm reaching for sure. So it was a lot of nursing that and making sure, or at least hoping, that I was good to go the next Monday for the next week, which was the actual first week of classes. So I was good. Luckily, I felt better. going in on Monday of next week, and then just progress throughout the week. So I don't know what it was. And I was afraid because usually when I go down, y'all, I go down. I'm down and out for like a good week. And then it doesn't end there. Like I'm down and out for a good week, and then I have like 2 weeks of recovery. Like I get taken out when I get taken down. So I was worried that this would be longer term. I was like, please let me get rid of whatever this is soon because I cannot. So luckily I did. But yeah, I think that's really it for the week. Yeah, that is it for the week. And let's see, we're on Saturday. So let me give you guys a quick channel update. So if everything goes according to plan, you'll actually be watching this video when I'm back already from my trip, which is kind of funny, but true. And it should be the second video of the week. So you guys should have seen a haul before this if all goes according to plan, which we all know how that happens sometimes. So let's hope that that's actually what's happening. And then I'm not sure. There might be a break in videos after this one, probably for about a week, so that I can like film and stuff. I'm hoping to leave enough stuff to not have a break. And I will have the weekend too when I get back. So we'll see. Maybe there'll be a video. Maybe there won't be. Since a haul just went up, a haul's not going up definitely. And I think it's still going to be too early for a kit lineup. And I have no idea what my November kit lineup is about to look like zero clue what that's going to look like. So it would just be plan with me's. And I'm hoping actually to do another one today. It's a very bold move of me, but I might try it. We'll see what happens. It might be too bold, in which case there might be a break in videos. But we here, fam. And anything else with the channel? I think that's it as far as the channel goes. Yeah. I feel like since our last discussion about how Christmas art is coming out very early, some of you are like, this is perfect because I need it this early, which to be fair, I understand, because the earlier you get the kit, the easier it is to plan foil and then get the foil. And of course, with processing times and things like that, it's nice to have those kits early. So I totally feel that vibe. There are some that have come out. Let me see. There was that Hallmark movie one from Linear Designs that I thought was cute. Also, she did an elf one, and I have never seen the movie. I have zero desire to see it. I'm so sorry for my elf lovers. I know it's a classic for a lot of you. It's just never been on my radar. And I don't really like Will Ferrell like that. But I'm also, as y'all know, not really a Christmas person. So it's just not on my radar in like all the realms. But I will tell you this, that kid is amazing. And this is coming from someone who's never ever seen the movie, but the tall box is next level. Shout out to Linear Designs. That kid is amazing. But yeah, those came out, and then Clip Art Kits artists released a Christmas movie set that I'm eyeing. So I have a couple that I'm eyeing, but I'm kind of slowing down. I don't think I've bought any Christmas kits yet. So of course I know that there's more coming. There's some that have caught my eye, but I'm trying to be really, really picky because I really want November to be fall mostly. I'm trying to wait to start Christmas until December, which I know is a struggle. Even for someone who's not about that life, it's a struggle for me too. So I'm really trying to hold out and hopefully not buy too much Christmas art so that way I can have a fall November, because I have so many fall kits, y'all, and it doesn't happen in September. I feel like all the time I have good intentions. I'm like, September, fall. Doesn't happen, because then Halloween starts to creep in basically mid-September, and Halloween wins everything for me. So there's that. And then I'm like, November's going to be it. And then I'm like, well, I got a ton of Christmas kits too. So I'm really trying to be super, super, super picky about Christmas. So I'm really trying to wait as long as I can, which is risky for many reasons, especially with foil. But I'm trying to wait as long as I can before I actually like start buying Christmas kits from this year. So, and of course, you know, I still have a stash from last year that I can totally use. So we'll see where I end up landing. But have you guys seen any Christmas stuff so far that you're really excited about? Granted, this is being filmed, or this is being voiceovered, I should say, on September 29th. So if it's come out between now and when you're watching this video in the future times, I obviously can't comment on it yet, but if there are things that you're really excited about that came out, let me know down below. Here we are, y'all. I love how this spread turned out. I just love it so much. It's so good. I love the foil choice. I think it matches perfectly. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and the spread. Here I am flipping through what's left. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe before you go, and I will see y'all real soon. Bye.